is, I know there's other fan fiction authors in here, if it's possible for them to introduce themselves to me at the end.
Alright, we probably won't do the second part just because there's a lot in the room. If you guys want to stick around after and chit chat, we can probably have you guys do some of them. Who wants to field a question about reviews? Was it about flaming reviews? What you do with them?
Or positive. How it affects us.
The number of reviews or how flaming reviews affect your writing process?
If it's constructive criticism, I mean, that's fine, because obviously everybody's entitled to their opinion. I mean, no one's really ever specifically nasty that much anymore. Well, back in the day, though, you had a lot of people that didn't really write out of character, so that sort of took on, you really took the hits then, because there was nothing canon about them at all. So I think a lot of people didn't like when you made them a certain way. But I don't know. I kind of like getting the nasty ones.
You might be right.
That's not an intention to get them. No, it doesn't motivate. It doesn't really bother me. I mean, it's an opinion. I'm fine with that. God knows I have them. So I mean, what's the difference? Like, who am I to begrudge anybody that's got them? If they don't like it, they don't like it. It's
Like
like
you guys feel differently?
I do.
I mean, Nina is special. She's very, she can take it. But I think a lot of writers are very sensitive, and when you get a negative review, it can shut you down. I mean, it can put you into writer's block. It can, and even though it's like you say, it's just one opinion, it's just really hard to get past the next one, especially when they're nasty.
I think that's about how it's presented. You get a private message where somebody isn't being ugly, but just has questions or thoughts or whatever. You can start a dialogue with them and try to explain what's going on. Because sometimes there's just confusion. Other times when you get an anonymous, nasty review, you can't do anything about it. You can't discuss it. You can't say, oh my gosh, I didn't realize I had this plot hole. Can you tell me more what you saw? And one of the worst things is to say, there were so many typos, I didn't know what to do. I'm okay if you point out the typos, just tell me what page they're on, or like where they are, and I'll go back in and fix it. But you've already read it 25 times. If you missed it the first 25 times, you're totally going to miss it the next time. You can't find them, and your beta missed it, and everybody missed it. And sometimes it's just, self-correcting on the computer or whatever. So it's just about tone, I think, and how it comes across.
And we get those on the continuity errors on Volterra Rocks, and I know there's like a ton. I know we use Cullen and not Mason all the time. I actually, I try to remember to, go through and, do, the search feature for all the Cullens, but I forget, and, And a lot of people will leave reviews about those. I have people that PM me every chapter and do, a list of, these are all the mistakes I found. That's... Unfortunately, when you take over someone else's story, I don't have a photographic memory. I don't remember everything that Fellow of the Ball wrote, and neither does Halo. And, we could either sit there and read the story 20 more times, or we could write the next chapter. So, I think you guys would prefer the next chapter. So, and most people are okay with it, but it just gets frustrating when it's, over and over and over and over again. And it's I write in the author note, yes, we know there are mistakes. So... yeah, that gets frustrating.
So don't leave a review for that. That's true. Use Cullen.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
One thing that Angel was saying, she mentioned betas, and I actually got a bunch of questions through PMs from a lot of different people. So I'm actually going to post this to American Idiot because she betas for Christina, and but of course I want all of you guys to answer with your opinions. What do you see as being sort of the role of the beta, and what do you think kind of relationship do you think should emerge?
Well, it's different for everyone, because the relationship I have with Christina is very similar to the one I have with my own beta, and it's that I do both grammar checks and also plot and character checks. If something is written that's completely out of character and that might throw someone out of the chapter, it's say okay, well, would he say this, would he think this? And eventually you get to the point where you're close enough that it doesn't really sting anymore when they point out stuff that's different, because in the end it's going to be better for the chapter. I beta for other people where the only time I ever talk to them is I get an email once a week or so saying, here's a chapter, can you send it back? what they want. Because if they only want a grammar check and you send back an entire thing reviewing their plot and what's wrong with it, they're just going to get really offended and mad at you. So, because like people said, when you get kind of even negative criticism, especially in the beginning when you're writing, it really stings a lot. You get a thick skin as you go along. But, yeah, I would recommend that everyone that writes gets a beta, because even if it's just someone to bounce ideas off of, because it really improves your writing a lot. Like, it's much easier to go through a chapter knowing that someone else has looked at it and has given an approval.
I have to say The Office would not be what it is without Rachel, because there are times, there's actually been like probably 2 chapters I've sent to her, and she'll send it back to me and say, this isn't going to live up to the hype, we need to go back and change it. And it used to really hurt my feelings in the beginning, and I'm a delicate petal. And, but now I just give it to her and I'm like, hit me. And the more colors that are in it when it comes back, the happier I am. I mean, if she sends it back and there's hardly any changes, I'm like, what? Look at it again. She's an awesome beta.
I just wanted to say, yeah, I think that it sounds like you guys have a really great beta relationship. It can be, it's hard at first, but once you get past that and can share that constructive criticism with each other, it's one of the closest relationships you can get, because there's a certain trust that has to be there in order to say, okay, here's this thing that I've created, it's come from me, and I'm trusting you to tell me what's wrong with it. I mean, that's a huge risk that you take, and to be able to trust someone enough to do that, you have to develop a really good bond.
How do you find a beta? I just started PMing with some people and then somehow tripped into somebody who started betaing my stuff and has now just done all of my ones that I already posted. But how do you find for other people who are writing where do you go? I saw on fan fiction that there were tons of people listed as betas. How do you figure out who's to do what?
Okay, well, when I first started out, I was in desperate need of a beta, and I still am to this day. I got rejected from Twilight, and yeah. And QJ Mom, who's my beta on Twilight, and she's like, yeah, you need to get a beta. That's why I was rejected. And she sent me to the Find a Beta on the Twilight forums, and I did look on the fan fiction beta, but you have to kind of know somebody. When you're picking a beta, you have to know who they beta for, if they beta in the past. Because sometimes it may be somebody that just wants to pre-read your stuff, and they may not be that great with the grammar and such. And I've had 2 betas or 3 betas, and I've kind of stumbled into them and upon them. But there's Project Teen Beta on LiveJournal, is a really good one. And also, if you have any friends in the fandom, like you said, PMing and stuff like that, you just kind of
Badger until they say yes.
yes.
It never hurts to ask someone in a PM. Like I found LCC, who does my data work, because we kind of emailed back and forth. She read my stories, and then I had like a freak out with a chapter and sent it to her and said, can you read it for me? And she sent it back with a lot of changes, which was great. And then I asked her to present on. But like, if you send a PM and you don't get a response, or you say no, just move on to someone else. Because there's a lot of people that are really busy, and there's a lot that would get a story and would love to beta it.